Welcome back.
All right, guys, we're playing Fortnite. In case you guys didn't know, we're kind of pros at this game.
Yeah, we went pro pretty recently. You might have not heard about it yet, but you should have if you've been following it all.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a little known fact, but we actually we trained Ninja.
yeah, we he doesn't talk about us often, but we did train him when he was just getting started at this game.
Mm-hmm.
So his success is a product of our hard work, really. Um, but I'd say he's still a friend. He's just a bit below us now on how good he is.
Yeah, that's very true.
The cream of the crop, he's just a bit below that.
Yeah,
Um,
we're the cream of the crop.
Yeah, we're pretty. I mean, we're world number one and two, aren't we? Or did we go down? Are we three and four now? I don't know. We're high.
Yeah, we're up there. I mean, what's your accuracy rate right now in terms of amount of kills you
Yeah.
get per
Now,
game?
the amount of kills I get per game, I'm averaging about I think 5.3, and then my accuracy, my shot accuracy rate is I think up in the high 80s right now, maybe even low 90s.
Ooh,
So
you
it's
must
good
have had
numbers.
some
But
rough patches lately.
it's been higher, and I'm still getting used to the new meta this season.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can give you my analysis if you want me to, but I think it's difficult to get used to.
All right, so where are we going,
You can
Ben?
Well,
Benji?
see, in this game, you're going to judge the path of the bus. It's running from right now F all the way down to about B8. You're going to see that path, and it's going to imply you to go right over here to this spot. Is where we're going to go this time. So we've jumped now.
I don't see your marker.
Yeah,
Oh wait, there it is.
there you go.
All right.
So how have your numbers been recently?
I've been averaging out a clean average of 8 kills per game
Oh,
with a 87.9% shot accuracy.
nice. So you've been putting in good work.
I have.
How is the new meta treating you?
I am quite the fan of this new meta. I do feel like some of the new drop spots, such as the agency, are kind of slept on.
I agree with you on that. I think it's good to have that diversity. For sure.
Yeah, so
You
yeah,
think
we're pretty much the best players of this Fortnite meta.
this meta, it's treated you better than it's treated me, but I'd say both of us combined, we're probably one of the best duo squads, the best in the world.
Yeah, no, if not
Um,
if not best, definitely top three.
we're really the best because we've pioneered a number of new tactics in the game that not many other people have thought of.
Yeah,
I can
so
show
if
a
you're
couple of them
watching
off
this
right
and
here.
you're another pro player, please stop watching at this point. We don't want to reveal our secrets to you.
So I mean, again, we've already had tons of pro players copy us.
It's
But
tough. It's tough being as good as we are because people are always out to get your success.
Exactly, and it's a lot more stressful than people think. I think it is
Yeah,
to maintain this level. Um,
we set a high standard.
but again, that's how you get better. Is you have to set a high standard.
hmm We'll be showing you some of
Um,
our high level techniques here in a bit.
right
Uh,
now, we're just really collecting mats. Just going about.
yeah, I'm going to start collecting some wood.
I'm gonna get some metal. I prefer metal. Its hardness factor is a bit more.
Yeah, the
Um,
the enhanced durability.
does have that going for it.
hmm
So give me your thought on some of the new items in this meta. Let's start with the proximity mines.
Proximity mines. I think that they're meh. They're mediocre. I
I,
think
I I'm gonna agree with you on that. They're not really usable in enough scenarios. I don't think.
also I was not looking and some guy just kind of snuck up on me.
Okay, but you killed him, I imagine.
I'm working on it. Oh,
Okay.
I took him out. He just wasn't pro player enough to go up against me. I was sorry. I was busy changing the volume on the computer.
Oh yeah, so you have to have the optimal volume setting. So where does yours rest exactly? Like,
Mine
what's your
rests at
optimal
about
volume?
17.
I'm at about, I'd say, 60%. Um, I
That's
am
not
on the
bad.
handheld though. Um, we're gonna open up this chest here.
I got my first kill of the game.
That's great. Good work. Um, I have two med kits, by the way. So, in the unlikely event that one of us needs healing, I got your back.
Of course. I mean, it's pretty unlikely because I'm at my first 3 kills of this game.
You're cooking.
I'm cooking.
His numbers are a bit higher than mine, especially in the kills. But
It's because our
the vitals
varying
to find
play
me doesn't get.
styles, our difference in play styles
Yeah,
adds to our team, like the
and
way
a
our
lot of the
team
stuff that I do
functions.
doesn't get tracked by official stats, which I think I'd like Epic Games to really fix that and to increase the number of new stats so that they can track more like utility players like me because my numbers are there. I'm better than what my numbers show. Basically, is what I'm trying to say here.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah, forward.
So I'm using this strategy I came up with called bounce hopping.
Yeah,
And what it is you collect those crash pad items and you use them instead of to prevent fall damage, you use them for traversal.
yeah,
It's
and
a pretty well-known tactic, but I think that it's still usable.
and you were the one who pioneered it, weren't you?
Yes, I was, because I discovered that the position in which you set the bounce pads determines how far you can go, the angle.
Yeah, it was really a key discovery because nobody had quite done it to the level
Yeah.
that he had.
So I have one of the new items here. It's the umbrella.
Okay,
Most
so
people, so most people would use this for kills. Well, I use it to collect materials as a new, because its swings are a little faster than that of a pickaxe.
so the net material gain is going to be greater when you're using the umbrella.
Yeah, materials over time will increase.
Yeah, the metric MAT materials over time is going to go up with using the umbrella.
Yeah, on average, I ran the numbers. It averages out at an extra 4.2 materials per swing.
Yeah. So I just picked up one of the new items as well. I picked up the decoy grenades.
Yes.
I think these are. I think people are sleeping on these. I think they can really change the tide of battle. We don't usually have to use them because most
We
of the time
the
people
like
just run away from us because we're too good or we just kill them instantly. So but when we do have to use them, they do usually change the outcome. Unless you're a pro player like us, they're usually pretty overwhelming to go against.
exactly. Yeah, no, it can be a struggle. It can be a struggle to figure out which direction they're coming from.
Yeah, it's a challenge at times, but not really for us though. For most mediocre players, it's even more of a challenge.
So as you can see, I'm quickly gaining materials through my I'm almost at 800 stone now by using this umbrella farming tactic.
Yeah, and that's one of the newer things. It's called the umbrella farm. That's
Yeah.
another tactic he pioneered.
Yeah, I'm about to hit
Um,
900 stone already, so you can definitely see how useful this technique is.
yeah, um,
And I'm about to hit max
and Fort
max
Trumpet up here,
stone.
I think it's one of the better places to come and get stone, just because people rarely come up here and visit this place. So there's pretty much free stone, and
Oh,
you
I
can just
agree
really exploit that.
100%. And
Yeah, I
just
think
like
I
that,
think
I hit max stone.
okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm still going to mostly
yeah,
rely
I think
on
it's
wood as I feel like it's the most reliable resource. And speaking of wood, I think we should start going down here to gather some using one of our other methods.
this is a method we both pioneered here, and I'll walk you through it.
Yeah,
As I did get
it's
my
very
degree in
complex. So
yeah, so I got my degree in Fortnite gameplay from the University of Stanford in Palo Alto, California, and so here's double tree mining. So he's going to hit the tree, leave it at low health. I'm going to wait about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to finish that tree.
So this has two functions. One, it allows the tree to survive longer, so players who see it think that it's acting as a decoy.
Yeah,
They'll believe that both of us will be back there just harvesting all the wood from the tree. However, in actuality, I'm going to be like a good 10 feet ahead of him.
yeah.
So it's a good decoy. And then on top of that, I took some fall damage because of a glitch probably, so I'm going to have to heal
But
up.
yeah, Epic, I'm going to call you out here. You really need to fix that. Like, get it figured out.
Yeah, fall damage, I say we just remove it.
Yeah, I'm aboard that train as well, actually.
I think you should only take fall damage if you don't have the battle pass.
I think some people might say that's pay to win, but really,
If
I
you
don't
want to
think
be
it
a
is.
pro player, you're gonna have the battle
Yeah,
pass.
it's going to pay off if you're a pro player like us. It'll
There's
pay
someone
off.
hiding in that
Don't
box. They
worry.
are not.
Double tree mining. It sets up a decoy, and it balances the wood distribution.
It does.
Um,
It's a nice balance of wood.
That's probably what we're most known for.
It's
Um,
one of our best techniques for sure.
yeah. And so we've been doing pretty well this game on the whole. It's still a bit below. It's actually a lot below average placement. Our average placement is what, like fourth, I think.
Yeah, yeah. But they're I mean, it's
Or
not
is it
over
even
yet by
lower?
any means. So we're gonna go over here and we're going to try to harvest this loot drop.
Yeah. Um,
I'm gonna tag it with a bullet real quick. As you can see, I shot the balloon. That means I can see its health bar, meaning that I can tell when other players have opened it. Because if it's
also have
open, then the health
located
bar
it.
will go away.
So we're gonna pick this one up really with no issue as usual.
Yeah, I mean
Do you
as
want this
usual.
AR?
No, I already have a legendary burst. I'm more of a burst player myself, to be honest.
I am too, but I'm gonna take this one just because it's an epic. It does put in the damage.
Yeah, it's
But
almost
I
as
prefer
epic
burst.
as us.
The pros I think prefer regular ARs, but we're both burst people. Feel like it's a bit more effective.
Yeah,
So
plus
we're gonna
most players are gonna be expecting a normal AR, so when they see that burst one, it's just
So again, there's the delayed tree mining coming out again there. It's a really good tactic because it's really used. Um, you just have to really understand how it impacts your gameplay.
totally, of course. I agree 100%. So now we're
I
heading
actually,
over to Sweaty Sands.
um,
This is where we
uh,
dropped, but we're gonna be retreating here so we can set up a temporary base of operations.
yeah, that's called a TBO, temporary base operations.
Yeah. We don't feel
In
like the of is
technical.
important enough to be abbreviated.
Oh yeah, and so that's some more technical Fortnite jargon. So if you don't know that, don't feel bad, but
Yeah,
just get
only like
better.
4 players know it.
Yeah, so I mean, just get better. We probably won't be sharing any more secrets with you guys, just because we have to keep our secret code jargon protected. But yeah,
So yeah, we're setting up this base over here.
so
We're
this is
I like to put ramps at the edge so we can. Oh, and with that, you just see over there. There's someone over there, so I'm going to try firing at them with my burst assault rifle. Aha! And as you can see, they're right over there, and they're about to go touch the water. So I'm going to go over here and show them
uh,
how a pro player like myself plays.
yeah, and I'm gonna follow right behind him here. Two is better than one, and he's gonna umbrella him, and I'm just gonna shoot him. There we
So you
go. It's
see,
James.
most players would be upset that I died there, but that was actually a strategic death. It's called the Umbrella Kamikaze. It's a new tech that I just devised recently. I don't even think I've told you about it, Ben.
Oh, I haven't. This is all news to me, but I'm very
So
excited to
what it
hear it.
is, it's I work myself close using
So
the bullet shield function of the normal umbrella, and as long as my teammate's near, that I'm willing to die as long as it means that I can secure the kill.
uh,
So yeah, as you can see here, we're getting shot at yet again. I'm gonna try to pull off the risky healing.
so I'm gonna toss out the decoys here.
Yeah, so because of those decoys, I was able to successfully set up the risky healing. And I'm going to attach some C4s to this base, and we're going to flee the base.
Okay, I've been knocked. My game was glitching out there a bit. Okay, I've been eliminated. Epic really needs to figure out their glitches.
That's fair. Oh, what was that? I
Yeah,
think
that
that...
was epic. Epic, you gotta figure that out. Like you just simply cannot allow that.
What the heck was that? I'm pretty sure that I saw them
Totally.
aimbotting.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
definitely aimbot being used
yeah,
there.
no one would ever be able
This
to
really
kill us from that range with a shotgun.
and that really just ruins the integrity of the game for everybody
It does. It
involved.
gives pro players like us a bad rep.
That and most of the pro community doesn't. It's people like that though who, yeah, we just can't
They just
afford
kind
that
of ruin the
anymore.
experience for both young
It's been out
gamers
long
and
enough
us as a whole.
to know that people should not do that. So Epic, what the heck? Figure it out. Come on.
Yeah,
It's below average
it's really
performance.
unfortunate.
Yeah, and the reason we only average fourth is because the glitches like that do us in more often than not.
It's never our fault.
It's rarely our fault.
And of course,
Just because
like we're honest Fortnite gamers, we would admit if it was our fault.
and we admit that because we want you guys to have the best experience. But
Yeah, I
we're
mean the only way to learn is through failure. The problem is we almost never fail, so it's hard to improve at times.
All right, I'm gonna let you pick the landing spot here, just because you usually have a better read on these
All right. So
horizontal
based on the trajectory,
routes.
the line's at like 3.5, and I'm gonna say that we drop in the D segment. So 3.5 in the D segment. We're gonna land at Salty Springs.
Okay, yep. Yeah, I like that call. Drops right below the bus are severely underrated, especially in this meta.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel like, especially when you drop in the middle of the bus's path, it gives you a nice balance of security from other teammates and action. Usually you want to go for the more secure style gameplay because the goal of the game is to survive. However, we're not boring. We like to have action-packed gameplay.
and playing aggressive is better
Yeah, at times.
often.
It's like they say, the best
At times, I think.
defense is a good offense.
Right, and we really like to embody that philosophy.
We do.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
land
we're
here,
philosophical people.
and I think Fortnite gamers don't get enough credit for how actually smart they are. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to go to Yale just to appreciate the mechanics of this game.
and specifically the stuff that we do, you really have to be pretty well educated to understand.
Exactly. Like
So I've
for
been knocked
example,
here.
oh,
Um,
was that a hacker?
yeah, he was hacking. I don't know how he quite did that, but he was definitely hacking.
Yeah,
All right,
that
so
that was some real hacking.
I don't quite know what happened there. That was so this guy, you can tell by his skin, he's definitely hacking.
Yeah, no default would ever beat us.
And again, that just epic. Gotta sort it out, my man.
Yeah, that
Um,
that was not. It's
the
it's
big wigs there have
unfortunate that
gotta.
the game has this effect.
Yeah, and this
Uh,
is Fortnite is going, but this is one of the reasons why it's not as big as like conventional sports, is because this kind of hacking, this kind of cheating under the radar stuff
I
doesn't
think it's
happen in
unfair
other
that
sports.
real sports can't be hacked, but our like more difficult to play sport. Uh,
So wait, no, finish.
I just think it's kind of it's bad. You can't hack in a game of real actual sports.
Exactly.
Like you can't hack baseball, but Fortnite, which obviously requires more skill to play, like anyone can play baseball. Uh, Fortnite though requires tons of skill to play, but you can hack it, and it just negates all the skill required.
Yeah, so that's why off the back of all this recent hacking, I've been running a campaign for Epic to add referees to Fortnite. So basically, in every game, there's either an Epic employee or somebody who's been sanctioned by Epic, like a moderator, who's just going to spectate and make sure none of that kind of stuff that we just had happens. And if it does, if they see it happening, they are to revive the players who were illegally killed by it, and then to punish the player who participated in the
Yeah,
hacking.
and every time someone places first, the referee has to decide whether or not the win is deserved, and if it isn't, it just doesn't get added to their record.
Yeah, that's a bit more controversial, but it definitely will benefit the atmosphere of the game, I think.
All right, we're gonna go to my
Easy.
favorite place to drop Steamy Stacks.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show off one of my new personal techs that I devised. I call it wave dashing.
Okay, so I've yet yeah, no, this is one of his better tactics, I think. He is a master tactician.
Yeah, I went to
But
I was in the military for years, and I studied tactics of war.
yeah.
And I just I did what any reasonable Fortnite gamer would do, and I took those years of tactics that I learned and I applied them to my game.
Yeah, and that's why we're one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
Um I majored in game design, as I said. So I know about the design of the game
In
and
seven
how
different colleges,
players,
by the way.
yeah,
Oh,
and how that I major in game design, minor in psychology, so I know how the game design relates to the player psychology and vice versa. So I can set us up in situations that give us the best chance to win.
yeah, of course, of course.
Um,
But those hackers, they can really put a dent in those reads.
yeah, and obviously that again shouldn't happen. I've given my opinion on it. Epic knows well and good what they need to fix, and they just really haven't got round to it yet. I do love the company, but they really got to figure it out.
Yeah, I definitely hard agree with you there, my guy. All right,
That's a good
so
call.
I'm gonna go out and fish for a kill. This is how the my wave dashing strategy works. For the first step is to get a kill, and we just gotta go find our first victim. So we're gonna slide on under this door, and
Hey, dude, there's a guy. He's coming around. He's coming around.
aha, I see him. And this will be our victim, Pure Bacon 94. I'm sorry, but you're not good at this game, so we're gonna perform wave dashing on you. And what that is we're going to pick you up after we find out where your teammate is. Come on. And we're going to go throw you in a bathroom. And now we wait for her teammate to show up, and then we kill her. So yeah, you can see his icon over there. We're going to hide in this bathroom over here and wait for either that teammate to show up or for the person to die. Some would consider this a bit cheap. However, I don't think it is, because the teammate shouldn't
Not.
have died to begin with.
This is just, again, this is kind of the philosophy, the psychology. People have a natural desire to help. Most people do. So
Yeah,
the
it's just
teammate
exploiting
obviously is gonna
human
come and
nature.
help. Yeah, we're just gonna take advantage of that and use it to our own advantage. Which again, there's no issue with that. Um, so yeah,
All right, well, Pure Bacon 94, his teammate must be a noob because he didn't bother reviving. Uh,
people who are less educated may think that that's a scummy tactic, but it's not. So
yeah, that he definitely just doesn't understand the game's mechanics.
so
So if they don't come to help, I consider them a bad person, and I like to go out of my way to kill bad people in this game. So
yeah.
our goal now is we've got to go find his teammate and kill him because he wasn't willing to help his teammate in his hour of need, which is not a respectable take.
So there's a great quote by I believe it was John Calvin, the philosopher, and he said all humans are inherently evil.
Yeah,
And
that
this
player
guy's in it.
definitely demonstrates that. They don't appreciate
He's
the
demonstrates
duality
that.
of the game.
Yep, exactly. So anyway, let's change the subject a bit. What's been your recent pro tournament experiences? Have you been to any big tournaments?
Yeah, I went to FIVO, you know Evo, like the fighting
Yeah.
game tournament. It's just that, but Fortnite. I placed second. I lost to Ninja because like somehow he managed to bribe the referees into allowing him to install aimbot into his monitor.
Yeah, it was very bad. I watched the final and I could tell
Yeah. The
with
worst
my
thing
trained
is
eye
like
that
I
Ninja
don't
was.
respect modders and hackers at all. That's why I play on console. Uh,
We believe that creates the most fair environment.
Especially
Um,
for us because you can't mod and hack on console. At
right.
least not very easily, and that just removes the temptation to do so.
We think that's the best call.
I
From my recent tournament experience, I participated in a tournament in Tokyo.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
And I
What was it called?
and I it's a pretty famous one. It's called um Japan Fort, just a mixture of Japan because Tokyo is obviously the capital of Japan. And I went in there, and people didn't really respect me over there.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't quite
unfortunate.
recognize this yet. Yeah, it is. But I went in there and I think I took third place. Um, so it was not a great showing, but coming on the road, I was jet lagged because the tournament was I flew in from here, and then the tournament was the day I landed. So I went from the airport right to the tournament, and I was jet lagged, and I was tired of sitting, and I came in there and got third, which is I think a really good performance.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't have jet lag, you obviously would have placed first.
Yeah, and I'd like to call out Epic, I think, who did sanction that tournament to schedule it and be more considerate of people who are traveling because
Yeah, especially us.
it's not easy. Yeah, especially us. I mean, we're big ambassadors, and you guys need to realize that. So
Yeah, of course,
again,
most
that's just
definitely.
just make sure the travel schedule is figured out.
Yeah, it's
Because
just
that's going
it
to increase the
provides other players with an unfair advantage, which I just
yeah, and it,
really
and
don't think should exist.
and when everybody is on the same playing field, and when we're all elite, obviously we're the best, but it's a better quality of competition,
It's
which
all
I
in
think
the
everybody
spirit
wants
of
to
the
see.
game.
Yeah, exactly. And again, that goes back to removing hackers and stuff. We just want the spirit of this game to be the most fun it can be.
Of course, yeah.
Um, a launchpad, by the way. So if we ever want to launch off,
Yeah, we should probably use that launch pad. Normally, I'm not a fan of launch pads. I feel like they're kind of an overhyped item. Uh,
or build up.
However, I do feel like they can be useful in situations. But at first, we are getting shot at
Well, okay.
from that direction. Just build the launch pad. We just will flee.
I
Normally,
was
I'm
gonna
not a
say,
flee person, but I just don't think that this noob is worth our time.
it's definitely not.
right, so
making
I'm gonna
good
pass
progress
through this
here.
shack. That reminds me of our friend Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal. I
Yeah,
met him on a when I was at a tournament in LA couple of years ago, and
yeah,
we've
I
been
was with you there, and that's when we first asked him for a collab.
and he unfortunately was busy at the time. I think he and LeBron James had something that was going on, but
Yeah. Uh, but we've messaged him like a good 17 times since. We're
it,
still waiting
it,
on the response, but it's inevitable. We're gonna get
I
that collab.
I chat pretty frequently with him, and he's becoming more excited by the day to play with us.
Yeah, most yeah. I
He's
mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, he does War Legend or what we do, so it's a perfect fit. I
The
think
only thing I do worry is that since we'll be playing squads with him, that he might hold us back.
yeah, I can see I can see the worry, but I think we're good enough to carry and cover up any shortcomings he may have.
Yeah.
Um,
I do think that we should not bring in a fourth squad member because I feel like that would just make it more fair.
yeah, no, I agree with that. So yeah, I think that's good. This has been an interesting game here.
Yeah, we're not going to be going through the agency at this point, mostly because we don't want to risk death. However, I'm going to use my explosive fishing techniques.
Unconventional, but it is very elite.
Yeah, you don't see too many people using explosives to fish. I feel like it's kind of slept on though. We are going to swing by here and get the helicopter.
We're gonna do that though. We do rate the helicopters pretty highly.
Definitely one of the finer additions. I do feel like they should allow pro players to shoot while they're on the helicopter.
Definitely agree with that. Again, it's the same thing. It increases the quality of the gameplay.
All right, I do fear that the helicopter has already been taken, as there is some loot scattered about.
We're gonna flee. The henchmen are really just kind of stupid.
Yeah, here I found a boat. That should act as a nice substitute. The boats, I feel like, in situations they can actually be better than a helicopter.
Hey, let
Uh,
me get on. Let me get on.
yeah, of course. We're not using the double boat trick today. We might explain that tech another time. But are you gonna get on?
Trying. It's difficult here. I struggle to get on boats. But I'm on this one and we're cruising.
Yeah, yeah. We got this. Shot more fish because it's just kind of fun. It's a nice way to kill time. Yeah, the
Sometimes
helicopter
we
is
have to have
definitely
fun.
taken.
You can't get too serious with it.
Yeah, no, we don't get too serious about this game at all.
Not at all. If you watch any of our streams, we just laugh and have fun a lot of the time.
Yeah, especially we laugh at other people.
Never at ourselves, but at other people a lot.
Yeah, especially when like a noob tries to kill us and they fail. I think that's kind of funny.
I think that's one of the funnier things in this game.
Yeah.
To be honest,
It's not very funny
it's
when we die
remarkable the
though.
arrogance. No, and that's again usually hacking, so it's a serious issue.
Yeah, and then
Um,
that's when we usually have to get serious, which we don't like having to do.
oh, but we have to do it because we're ambassadors for this community, and it has to.
All right, we're gonna use the boat
Yeah.
slide. It's
Um,
a new tech. Helps us
that's
negate the chance of fall damage by using the boat to slide down difficult
yeah.
cliffs. We have a
So we're
boat.
getting
We have
shot
an enemy
here.
boat over here. This is probably not the best idea in actuality. However,
So I've knocked one of them. And I've been knocked. Hey, help.
it's all
Yep,
right.
thanks.
I was able
Um,
to save the day there. I'm gonna use my master building skills now to create a fort.
so again, so I did the sacrificial knock, which is basically where you trust your teammate that he's gonna win the 1v1. So you knock down one of the guys, but you die, and then the teammate wins the 1v1, which is
It
exactly what happened there.
Yeah, it involves a lot of trust. It's definitely not a noob technique.
Oh, not at all.
Only do it with someone that you would
You
trust your real life with, because honestly,
ah,
every game of Fortnite, you're putting your life on the line.
exactly.
A
Um,
lot of people don't realize that. Was that you shooting?
that was me. I just had to make sure the boat was still in good standing, so I gave it a shot just to make sure
Just to
it's
gauge its
okay.
health.
Yeah, just to health gauge.
Alright, I'm going to go
Unconventional
harvest
tactic,
my
I know.
proximity mines I placed.
Okay, so that's a good call.
We have to conserve our resources.
I'm gonna collect some more resources.
Yeah, this is
I'm
a
gonna
good
leave these.
forest to practice our tree mining.
I'll leave that one open for you.
There we go. And we're gonna leave this fort in case anyone else tends to show up.
And double tree mining here. Right, into Weeping Woods we are.
Yeah, one of the better locations, if you ask me. I feel like the resources you can harvest from this place are really good.
Yeah, it's I'd say it's top on the tier list. Per minute spent here, you usually get about I think 65 resources, which is like far ahead of anything else.
Yeah, in terms of resources, it's probably the best pick.
It's a bit unfair. So do we want to go pick up this loot drop or not?
I say we risk it. I
I
don't
think
see
so.
that, or maybe what I could do is I could try placing a trap. No, let's actually just take it. I don't really see the
I
risk.
think so.
I'm gonna
Do you
use
want
this
that?
shield potion here.
Take that. Yeah, so it's not really a risk when we're as good as we are, but
Hmm. Also, I just saw more gunshots in the
yep,
distance. I had to calculate the trajectory there to find the person who was firing.
kill that. Pretty easy.
Yeah, it was definitely easy.
Yeah,
Big brain stuff.
I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of this game is just mental math where you have to really just understand where the person is at and then quickly adapt your strategy to be able to take them down.
Yeah,
I haven't encountered any hackers yet, which is great.
yeah, we've been fairly lucky.
It's going, yeah, it's been a great match so far. Um,
Full of fair bad players.
it's disappointing the quality sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then again, at this point, the only people who stand a chance are the hackers.
It's true.
It's unfortunate. It's hard
And,
being as good as we are.
and there's an interesting statistic that you can find that since we've really burst onto the scene, the amount of hackers in this game has
Skyrocketed.
unproportionately risen. Obviously, they rise because more people play it, but it's been an unproportional rise
It's
when
not.
compared with
It's
the amount
not.
of
It's
players.
kind of unfortunate.
And there's a pretty direct correlate. There's people down there.
Yeah, I see him. I'm not too worried.
It's a pretty direct correlation between our rise and the amount of hackers in the game.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely see that. So I'm gonna be standing in this water here. Oh, good job, Ben. Nice kill.
Easy.
Easy, easy win. So now we're down to 9 people left.
Have any ammo?
I have lots of
Never
ammo.
mind. I have enough now.
All right, that's good. We like to share our resources.
Sharing is caring. You know what they say.
I like to hide in this little the end here because it makes
This
it
is
makes us.
this is an underrated strat. I've won games by doing this.
Yeah, I've won multiple games. Then he picked a kind of a bad skin for this because of the
That was an
ears
error.
of the skin. It's
Um,
it's unfortunate, but oh well. It's a minimal risk
you
at
you
this point,
Hey, you
really.
want to get that supply drop?
You can if you want. I'm going to be laying traps.
Oh,
Where do I want to set these traps at? Hmm.
this say was not a bad
Is it a good supply drop?
legendary pump shotgun. So that's pretty sound.
That's a solid pick. Definitely one of the better pump shotguns. Oh, so yeah, now we're gonna head over to this area. Uh, we're gonna try to get some kills in this final little segment here.
We should be able to win this game. I'd say.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely in the realm of possibility.
So
You,
we're
you
down
can
to
never
five now.
what?
Down to five now.
Yeah. You just gotta, look. You gotta look out. You never know when hackers are gonna strike. Um. Yeah, it just, we've said it before. It's kind of bad being this good just because the only people who can really challenge you are those who play unfair.
Did you see that snipe?
I did not. Which direction was it coming from?
It's coming from behind us. It's been breaking down our stairs.
Hmm. That's unfortunate. I feel like snipers are cheap.
Uh,
They're kind of overpowered. I feel like if you're a sniper, you're just not playing the game as it was meant to be played.
I agree, 100%.
I do believe I see him in the distance though, so I'm going to just fire a missile in his general direction. All right. You gotta be prepared, you know.
Him?
It's yeah. So as long as these guys aren't hackers, which if you're a sniper, odds are you're probably a hacker too. Be careful. He's
Probably.
firing at us.
Nope.
Where'd he go? I do not see him.
Hacking, probably, yeah.
Yeah, he probably used some sort of invisibility code. Ah, okay, he's down. It's always nice to see a fellow anti-hack crusader.
4. Good showing.
Alright, I do see someone in the distance over there.
I have a launch pad at the ready, so
Yeah, it might be in good interest to use the launch pad. Oh, he was also sniping at me. I thought that this guy would be better than that. I must have been mistaken. So we're gonna go ahead and fly in, try to take these guys. They're not on the same team, which is good. So yeah, it's just gonna be an easy dub.
could be.
All right,
Nice.
that guy's down.
And now we're gonna flank him.
We are. I'm gonna go around one end, and you go around the other. And yeah,
We go.
that's how
Game
it's
set
going.
match. It's
Uh,
easy, easy.
it was easy. We no hackers, and overall,
No,
it's just it's hard to be this good. No good
it's
challenges.
easy right there. That's pretty clean. I think we're gonna wrap it up now. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've given away too many of our top quality secrets, so we're gonna have to wrap things up now.
So thank you all for tuning in, and don't hack.
And please buy our merch.
That's right.
Yeah, and yeah, don't hack. If you do, we'll beat you. I mean, because you're probably not good at the game.
Yeah, and we can even beat you if you hack most of the time.
Yeah, because
Um,
hackers suck.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
Bye.
cleaned them up there, but that was one of our easier dubs, I'd say.
That was probably the easiest one we've had.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah.
Um, really, just I could have done it in my sleep.
Right. Don't forget to use our creator code and to support us whenever you buy Fortnite items. And farewell.